Balzac, Nate, my friend. Incredible day, incredible day. I just can't. I've got so many emotions, but I need to get through this. I just guess that when you have the right partner, you know what I mean. You just know. It's amazing. So yeah, look, I'm gonna be having the absolute wedding of the century, mate. I just couldn't be happier. No one in the world deserves us more than she does. Look, honestly, I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for you. You've changed me as a person, as a man. I need you to stand there by my side as I go through this momentous occasion. So yeah, please don't say no. Please be there. If you cannot invite CCPO, I just think that'd be kind of weird and awkward. It'd be great. But yeah, mate, we'll talk soon.
Oh, Christ. Didn't hear you come in then. How long have you been there? Did you sleep well? Yeah? Did you hear that? Ah, good. What? Who was it? Ah, no one. Okay, it was me mum. She wants to know if I'm going to come home for Christmas this year. Said she's missing me, not spent Christmas with me for ages, wants some mother and son time, and I know me and you always have Christmas together, so I just worried you might feel a bit jealous, that's all. No? You okay? Right, good. Anyway, enough of that. I've seen your plans on the kitchen table. How do you do it every year? You're taking us up a level with that cone placement in training. Might just be enough to get us back on top, because last year, Christ, I can't be doing that again, mate. We need to focus, and I've got a whole new idea and plan of attack for this season, so get your shit together. Let's get to the training ground. Hello and welcome to episode 9, season 9 of the Road to Anywhere. Mine and your Journeyman adventure. As always, thanks for joining me. Make sure you do all the good stuff. You know what that is by now. But if you are brand new and you still haven't subscribed, feel free to hit that button. Make sure you all hit the notification bell, because let's be honest, I make videos when I can because I'm a busy man and I have zero schedule. So you don't want to miss one, do you? Anyway, right. We're here for our 3rd season in Switzerland with, of course, FC Basel 1893. And it's been a fun 2 seasons. Although the end of last season was a bit of a kick in the nuts. Now, of course, we all know by now that this league system we're playing has never been played, never will be played. It's something that was voted in, that was then voted out, but it's in the game, or it's at least in the database that I've used to start this journey. And some of you hate it, you said it in the comments. It is hard to take when you do well and lose when you're top of the league and you don't win it. But I quite like that bit of, uncertainty, that it's exciting. I think it's fun and I'm really, really enjoying it. Now, this is my 1st season here, and we finished 3rd overall in the league and 2nd in the championship group, but then we won the playoff, so we won the title, even though I don't feel like we should have. And maybe I did say at the time, I felt like, Christ, I feel a bit dodgy about that. But we did, and it was great when it worked out for me. But then obviously last season we dominated that league by a lot, topped the championship group, but then, as you know, we lost the playoff. But it is quite fun, so I was excited because I was thinking, I'm looking forward to it. I feel like I've done some great business, by the way, and we'll look at that in a minute. A lot of top first team players have gone, but I wanted to do it a bit differently this year. Now we are favourites, right, which is great. Again, but as we know, it don't really mean too much. But last year, because I'd done the double in my first year, I thought, forget the cup, I'm just going to B-team it, which I did, and we got knocked out. In the league, I just went for it. And obviously we were in the Champions League as well, and we did okay, didn't we? Now, this year, I thought, I'm not chasing the top of the league. I'm going to rotate a lot more in that league, really concentrate on the Champions League, give guys rests around Champions League games. If I'm playing a weaker side, maybe take more risks. I'll be chasing the 2nd place. Now, if I finish top, that's great, but it's not me out and out aim, because I just know now it doesn't matter. As long as I get top 2 and we get into that championship playoff, that's all that matters. So it is the 15th of September, so I have played some games, you can see. Played 5, I'm currently 3rd. St. Gallen, they're a team, aren't they? Luzerne, is that how you say it? They're in 2nd. Starlau, who are they, by the way? Young boys are still a good side. Look at that though, it's a great little league, Really do like it. Now, we're in the cup again, and I'm going to B-team that. Champions League, we've qualified. I'm going to run you through the qualifiers now, which was... I was a bit shocked by it. I'll tell you why in a minute. And then that's the league. But we've come in at this point because I was doing deals and I wanted to get the European bit all settled to find out where we were. Now, we had to play 3 lots of qualifiers, and you can see that for yourself. Which, when we won the league last year, or the year before last, we went into the Champions League, we went straight into the group stage. So I thought coming second, we'd come in a bit later in the qualifiers. So I was a bit surprised I had to do so much, but yeah, we did really well, knocking out LOLLUJO, Besiktas, and then the Ajax one. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, wow. They put up a fight, didn't they, there? And then, of course, we get selected a few teams to play. And again, it looks quite tough, doesn't it? I mean, Monaco, tough. Anderlecht, Dortmund, Real Madrid again, Roma, Slavia Prague, Atletico Madrid, and Inter Milan. Again, so it's going to be tough, but it's really doable, I think. It's just once you get out of this, them knockout rounds, it's tough. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I always play to win. I try and achieve, right? I don't play to lose, but I'd be lying if I said that a little bit of my brain was like, just play shit, put out shit teams, and you'll be in the Europa League. Now, I have sold a lot of top players. A couple of guys got released. A couple of guys didn't initially intend to sell, like him, but a good bid came in. And I just did a lot of business, a lot of freebies, a lot of signings coming as well. But I'm very happy. So this kid, I loved him, but I got 10.25 million for him. Great left back, 30 though. And I've actually got a top left back in on loan. So got a bid in for 8.25. He went a bit part player since we signed him on a free, but I got 5 million for him. Again, got 5 million for this lad. He has been a moaner ever since I took the captaincy off him. Was moaning last year, didn't let him leave. It was time to let him go. He's a good player though. A bit surprised by this. I wasn't going to sell him, and I mean they've put him straight up for loan. I mean, one for the future. I only got about 4 million for him. He wasn't really happy. It didn't really work out for me. I thought he'd be a bit better than he was. Got a few million for him, to be fair. He's now worth 29 million. I don't know how. This kid, you may have noticed, I signed him for about 5 million last year. I think he got injured. I put him down in the 21s. And I forgot about him. How clever is that from me? I actually sold a player last year by accident, so I'm not that good at this game sometimes. Right back, because I've got a right back in on loan. We've got 2 good youngsters on loan. I'm tapping into that loan market. Only got a couple of million from him, but yeah, another big player. More wages off the wage bill to pump into new guys. Signed on a free last year. Scored a good amount of goals for me, to be fair. But yeah, he had to go. He's been a backup midfielder for a while, but again, it's just not working out. What did I get from £1 million or something? Better than nothing. So let's go through my ins as quick as possible. This is a new striker. Cost me 10 million combined, stretched out. 18-year-old Mads Bisker. Decent looking striker. Signed from a rival, a team that does quite well against me for, I think it was 2.7 minimum fee. Worth a bit more now. Quite happy with that. Right back, centre half. Signed for 6.5 million minimum fee. He's not a wonder kid or anything, but he's 21 years old. Little central midfielder from Argentina. Can kind of cover out on the left as well, which is handy. This was the big one though. Right. I think I've missed showing you that Keller left. The keeper that they signed the year before I signed with them for about 7 million from Juventus. I got about £500,000 for Keller. I was going to keep him. I won't replace him unless I could find anyone great. And I found Alex Meret, who had just come up on a free, released by Napoli. He didn't play too much for him last year. We have a new right winger that I'm very excited about because he is a wonder kid. It cost me 12 million quid here and there. Another minimum fee. The trouble with this league, I've had it myself with a couple of players, minimum fees aren't great. Now, it's not stacked with superstar youngsters, but there are a few good ones, and I found him as well on the under-21 team. I don't know too much about this kid, but we've picked him up on a free from Chelsea. Looks pretty tidy to me. AMC, probably covering the central midfield as well. I needed a winger, and I've got one. Jaden Banel, who's quite good, can cover on both, which is nice. I was in with this one. A free pickup released by AC Milan. He's been at Newcastle as well. He's 34 years old, I know, but but his international experience, he's kind of like the Granit Xhaka kind of player to come in with that experience in the middle. And then, like I said, we've loaned some players. We've got Thomas Galvez, who's 24, been at City for ages, doing nothing at City, but I think he looks like a really good player, just being wasted. And then a youngster from Roma for right back who's got a bit of potential, not a wonder kid, but again, very happy with it. So the squad itself now looks pretty good. There's a couple more players. There's a young English winger I signed last year on a free. We've got $1 million for him. The left back that I brought with me from Šibenik, he's gone. Is it Jurasek or whatever his name was? And there's a lot of other little ones, just 100 grand over there. Financially, we're looking absolutely amazing. Of course, we had all them qualifiers. I've got about 40 million in the bank now, so we're in such a good spot. No options to improve training facilities, but I don't want to do that. I'm not bothered. They're nearly there anyway. I did ask to improve the stadium. Why not? We don't own it. Some of you might have seen it. You've mentioned it. We do pay a lot. But I'm wondering if, I think it's like more of a national stadium. I know the national team use it, so they do charge you. It's expensive in Switzerland. So it's been a bit hit and miss, maybe, when you can see this. But like I said, I've rotated. I've played B team here and there for the European qualifiers, but kicks on now. Big time European games. Aiming for that top 2. Well, in the league, the cream has risen to the top. I think we are the best team. Got tons of quality. 2 best players in the league. Mr. Antoni Malambo's doing pretty well. Because both of them initially really play in the same position, but they can play in the centre, and they have done. Because Højbjerg, as good as he is, as the odd knock, he's not a player you can rely on every single game. So you manage him a little bit. But top of the league, lost 2, drawn 3, won 12. 4 points clear at this point. It's us and St. Gallen again by the looks of it. So in the league, it was a bit here, there and everywhere for a little bit, but then maybe the new players bedded in, because from here on out, look at that. We've just clicked into gear, especially in the league. Just clicked into gear, A teams and B teams. Let's just check that one. You can see I class them as a lower team, so I'm playing a B team. When I say B team, I know it sometimes sounds disrespectful. I've said this before, but just the players who aren't number 1, who aren't getting as many games, just give them a game. Let's jump forward to the end of the month, because I've now played all the Champions League group games, and it wasn't bad, to be fair. We'll look at the group in a minute and see where we finished, but the first game against Monaco, I mean, we put up a good fight against a good team. Beat Anderlecht, I expected that. Drew with Dortmund. Bit annoying though. It's just one of them games where you're like, are we going to hang on? Are we going to hang on? No! But you know, things happen. Real Madrid only beat me 1-0 this year. Well, that's an improvement. We beat Roma 1-0. We beat Slavia Prague 2-1. That was amazing. How good's that? And then Inter, ungone for ages, so this definite improvement, I think. And we actually finished 14th, so obviously you want to get in that top 8 because you bypass around. But, you know, we're not one of the big clubs. I'm very proud of where we finished. I think we did really well, better than expected maybe. It's just when you look at some of the teams at the bottom, look at who are below us. It's insane. Look where Barcelona are, Napoli, Chelsea. I mean, wow. Have you seen us at the bottom though, letting Switzerland down? Financially, we are spending more, like our wage bill has gone up. But like I said, I think at about 40 million at the start. And it's roughly about the same. Obviously, you're getting Champions League money. And there's a lot more money to come in. I mean, this club, I do like it. I do enjoy it. I love this league. And this little team of mine at times is so much fun to watch. Yeah, my voice was going a little bit then. Don't worry if you've been around for a couple of years. Remember on the Journeyman 2 years ago when I actually had that throat infection, it damaged my vocal cords, I couldn't speak. I had to cancel the series. It was off air for a couple of months, which was sad. You can just hear my voice dying. But anyway, it's 5 a.m. Busy weekend, got 2 kids, I've got so much to do, but I feel I have a responsibility to try and get this video out today, I think. Can't not get it to you. So yeah, it's 5 a.m. So I'm trying to talk loud enough for you to hear. I'm a bit croaky because I might have had a few drinks last night and everyone's asleep upstairs. So anyway, if you're wondering why the tone might be down, that's why. We are out at the same round as we were last year. So it's not exactly progression, but look who we got. Barcelona, who finished miles below us and beat me 3-1 in the first game. I thought, as you can see. Proudest moment ever to bring them back, Barcelona, and beat them 3-0, putting us through to play my beloved Manchester United, who we drew against. And I'm thinking, oh my god, have we actually got a realistic chance? No. Went to OT, the theatre of dreams. You get rained on, but you know what? It is what it is. Proud. We've earned good money. We've done really well. Group stage, I think, was really respectable. So this is the league table, the final league table before it splits. You play the 22 games, as you know, and of course, we've done really, really well. We've got a good lead on St. Gallen again, but that means nothing. Also, at this point, we've played a couple of games in the championship group, so yeah, again though, I'm not just gonna run for it. I was gonna rotate. So here we are now on the 11th of May. We've jumped right to the end. I've played no more, but I do have games obviously left to play. How I'm gonna do this, I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm gonna talk you through it and maybe come up with an idea. So let's get into it. So this is the final group, the championship group, and we did top it. 13 points clear of St. Gallen. And let's have a look at our running. I think last time we looked, it was on that nice green stretch of victories. Towards the end, obviously, maybe with Europe and so on, and again, B team in certain games. We dropped points here and there, but I was totally cool with that. Like the last 2 games, I think I've B teamed, but we're going into that championship group now. This year, though, we've got the home advantage. Is it just a flick of the coin who gets it? Because it makes no sense. I've finished top and I've not finished top, and over the last 2 championship playoffs, I've had the 2 away games. But I think you get the advantage then, don't you? Going into that last game, if we win and they win, they can win it with a draw, even if we finish on the same points. It's confusing, but what about the cup? Well, check this out now. There's a few things I want to talk about. The B team. I B teamed it as much as I could, right? Obviously, certain things like Alex Merritt, my B team keeper's alright, so Merritt's played maybe more than he should, but the rest of the team has usually been a B team. B teamed it. St. Gallen, Merritt played. I didn't. It's St. Gallen. I hate them. They robbed me last year. I couldn't do it. I couldn't have them doing anything. They won the double last year. We're doing well against them. I've beaten them again, which is fantastic. But then we're playing Young Boys, right, in the final. Now, Young Boys, we're playing at the Wankdorf Stadium. Sorry. So, even though the national team plays at ours and we've played a cup final there in the past, maybe it changes. So they've got a home advantage in that final. Last time I was in this situation 2 years ago, I decided to live com the cup final. I'm not that bothered about that. I'd like to win it. It's this St. Gallen battle. I don't want to fail. So I think I'm going to play St. Gallen now off camera. We'll jump in for the last few minutes. I'm going to play the cup final off camera with a B team and come in for the last few minutes, and then see what happens with these St. Gallen games, see how it works out. So here we go. This is the squad arranged by average rating. You might be able to tell with the appearances that, you know, I have rotated quite a bit. I think some guys have got more games than they would have got last year with my old strategy. This year I have tried to mix it up a little bit. But Dan and Doy, what a player, and what a freebie he is. Lambo, by the way, 3.5. Donny Darko scores them goals for me. Very, very impressed with him. Very impressed with all of them. I mean, the lone lads have been okay. You can see them more down near the bottom, but they're good young little players. They've been solid and played a lot of games for me. Some other guys have played decent amount. They're a good team, and they've impressed me this year, and I think even with the rotating, we still top that league. The league is what I want. So welcome to St. Jacob Park. This is the first game. We're going to jump in at the very end, and I am going out here all guns blazing. Last 2 championship playoffs, first games, we've been battered. Was it 4-0 and 3-1? I want to win the first one and lay the foundation. So let's see what happens. Well, this has gone to plan. I can't lie. We've absolutely dominated this game. It should have been about 20-0. And when it was 2-1, we just got a penalty near the end. Instead of chasing the game and trying to get a goal to get a draw, they started to sit back, start playing with caution. They were worried. We have absolutely pounded them, and this is brilliant. It's giving me a bit of hope just because of what happened over the last 2 opening championship playoff games. Could be a good sign, this. So here we are now, it's a cup final, and I am going to rotate this team from that last team as much as I can. Maybe I should be going for this full pelt, but the league really means a lot to me. The way I could lose it, because I could still lose it. This is still St. Gallen, even though we've had the upper hand on them this year. And I know young boys are good. They were third. They're only a point behind St. Gallen in that league. They nearly, and I thought at one point, might have got into that championship playoff with us and made it a bit different this year. They didn't. So, it's a gamble. But it's a gamble, I think, is worth it, really. Obviously, we're at their stadium. It's going to be a big game for the goalkeeper because Alex Merritt got injured in training. He's going to be out for 2 weeks. So this kid's going to be my goalkeeper for the next 2 games. Is that going to balls my plans up? I was going to jump in at the end. Proud daddy moment. You know you've got a good team. You know your squad's getting somewhere when you're in a cup final against the 3rd best team in the country. And you put out a B team with the kid in goal and kids at full back. And you're winning 5-1 at half time. Bet you we don't score another goal. Well, I stand corrected. We scored 2 more. What has happened? I don't know. We've won the cup, and to be fair, these lads, apart from the St. Gallen semi-final, where I just thought it's St. Gallen, I'm not having them do me again. They've got themselves here, and they've actually won it in style. This game is crazy, innit? You get down moments like last year, but you just keep playing, and you get moments like this. So this, to me, is absolutely brilliant because I haven't took it serious, really. I haven't. But I'm so proud of him, so proud of this squad. We've got some players here. So with that fantastic cup win, going into the second game of the championship playoff, I've decided I'm going to live com this. We're away from home at St. Gallen, who we've done really well against, and we could win it in this game. So I think this is the game we'll share, and we'll see how it goes. So can we do it? Can we get revenge? Can we get a domestic double, the second in 3 years, taking it away from St. Gallen? I'm just really gutted for Alex, my goalkeeper, because I'll be honest with you, he's been brilliant. Some at saves I've seen him do this year, you could just tell he's a different class than Keller was. So yeah, it is very early. I've not had out to eat yet. I've had a cup of coffee, but my stomach, hopefully the microphone don't pick it up. I don't think it will. It's only just rumbling, bit of nerves, bit of hunger, and Dan Endoyer's took a knock early. Let's see if we can run it off a minute. There he is, still putting a tackle in. He's still doing a job. We'll see though. Sometimes they run it off, don't they? Sometimes you just, if you listen to your assistant, you panic too much. Right, here he is. He was pick up and a half. I've never heard of him, to be fair. I've got to remember, if we score, I can't shout. I can't. Can he? Now, I did intend to get up early to do this, but I got up even earlier because my little 2-year-old in 100%. He's got a bit of a temperature. So he woke us up in the middle of the night, and Joey just can't go back to sleep. And I'm just lying there thinking about this, thinking, I just want to play. She'll just get up. So you see, Dan's running it off a bit. He's asked me again to take him off. I'm not going to. I think he's all right. I'd rather push him to half time. We'll see. Hopefully it don't backfire on me. Come on, lads. So yeah, I am off this weekend. I've had a lot of family time. We're going out today to a park. Have a bit of fun with the kids. And I'm going out for a big family meal with my mum, my nephew, my niece. Oh, good save. I won't worry about him. He's a good young keeper. He's just... Look, he wants me to bring him off again. I'm waiting now. It's only 5 minutes. Get out of my face. He's good. But you've got such a quality keeper. You want him for the big games. I was devastated he got injured. So here we go. It's half time. I think we've got the upper edge. I might bring him off now. And he is obviously carrying an injury. Okay, so I've decided to bring Mohamed on. I mean, that's a big time player we've lost right there. But yeah, I'm having fun. I've really enjoyed this league. I don't know how far. I'm never going to win the Champions League with them. Maybe that's possible. I think it would be. I mean, anything's possible in Football Manager. We've all done things that you would never do in real life, haven't we? It's like Oldham. I took Oldham. I don't think I won the Champions League with them, but I won the Premier League, didn't I? From non-league. Over 15 years or something, 16 years. So you can do anything on this game. That's the beauty of it. I know it's not as realistic. Some people think it is. I don't think it is. It's just a computer game. I think some people take it too serious. You shouldn't. It's just a computer game. Play it how you want to play it. But here's a new kid. Come on, boys. Let's put this game to bed. Nice bit of football. Go on. But you never know. I mean, we definitely improved in Europe this year. Could we get a little bit better? I mean, we've got a ton of money in the bank. Money just keeps getting better. The club structurally is in a great place. I think one of them loan deals we've got an option to buy that we could probably afford. Would I? I don't know. They've been okay, the loanees. We've achieved a ton here. So we'll see. We'll see. There might be some news at the end of the episode, so watch to the very end. Mohamed. Oh, he's salvaged. Yeah. And they've always got a goal in them. They can always score against us. Oh, God. Yeah. Come on. Well done. Can we get him on the break? Here's Mo. Big Mo. Charging forward, finds Malambo. Back to Mo. Go on. Uh-oh. No. The wolf. You got to watch out for the wolf. I'll tell you that much. Oh, you penis. Can this kid be a hero? He's only about 12. No. Here's Banel. Decent little player. He's not bad. Covers both wings. He's been handy to have. Nice ball in. Putting that pressure on. Oh my God. No. What was wrong with that? Man, that is absolutely bullshit. Oh. Dramas. There he is. Super. Loads of experience. Oh God. It's so hard not screaming. Well, there you go. We don't even have to look at that last game. I can B-team the last game. This is better, isn't it? Better than the last 2 years. We didn't deserve that first one. We deserved it last year. Things came up against us. But this year, the way we've done this double, I fully deserve it. I think the squad deserves it. The full squad deserves the cup and the league. They've earned it. I feel like I've earned it. So this is how I want to win. Well, I just played it the last game with a B team. We dominated it. But what do we have to play for? Because we're champions. Domestic double. Honestly. Playing that last game, then I've just been sat here like that. Now I'm not going to jump forward anymore. This is it. We've done the domestic double. The money looks great. Going into next season, it'll probably be a little bit better. But the squad itself is good and decent and could probably do the same next year. Definitely improved. My coaching's got a little bit better. My attacking, and look at them. Happy days. Now, the plan here is I'm going to put my future again into your hands because we've had 3 years here. We've done 2 domestic doubles. I'm loving it, and I think we could do well against next year in Switzerland. You never know what's going to happen. Can I do better in Europe? Possibly, because we're going to be straight in that Champions League group. But I'm going to leave it in your hands, and there's going to be a vote that's going to come out straight after this. So hopefully you're going to take part, and the vote's just going to basically be: do a stay here, or do a look for another job. Oh, what a season! Fantastic. Is he asleep on the couch? He has worked hard. We've both worked hard this year. I think actually, afternoon off, bit of alone time with myself, if you know what I mean. There's something in the wardrobe. There's something in the wardrobe. Oh my God, what the hell's this? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oi! Wake up. Come on, get up. Up. What's wrong with me? Are you freaking crazy? Are you trying to ruin everything for us? Again, what are you doing? What do I mean? Why is Anna Marie tied up and gagged in my wardrobe? What the hell? You thought she was getting married to CP? No. Are you absolutely bonkers? Right. I knew you heard that conversation, mate. Not his wedding. They're not getting married. It's his sister's wedding. He's just organising it. He just wanted me there. He thinks we're best friends. All of a sudden, which we're not. I just felt awkward because you weren't getting invited. Mate, seriously, we've got a freaking hostage. We're going to prison. We can't go to prison. We've just done so well as well. Seriously, I'm going to have to phone Greeno. I mean, there's nothing else we can do.
Listen, mate, look, don't worry. Right, I've got your back. I've got it covered. Right, I'm going to call my friend, Mr. Wolf. He's going to come round and he'll sort it. Right, make it all nice. Take it to the train station. And all of this will go away. Don't be there when Mr. Wolf arrives, okay? Alright? She'll go to the train station, right? Just be warned, right? Once that train leaves the station, it doesn't come back, okay? I got ya.